We live.
Let's get it.
We live. Where the intro music at?
All right.
I got you. I got it. It don't matter whichever. Yeah, it's for my mushroom eaters, my weed smokers, my molly poppers, my serve sippers, my prescription drug takers. See, it's for the people who on drugs, motherfucker. I'm on drugs. 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 She on drugs. He on drugs. He on drugs. I'm 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 on drugs. Drinking, smoking every day, rockstar lifestyle. Popping Molly, sipping lean, rockstar lifestyle. I just don't drink till my lights out. My niggas snorted so much coke, you think he live in a White House? Oxycontin, Percocet, TJ pop the Adderall, Lane pop the Xanax. I'm on weed and alcohol. Girl right beside me, she be saying gnarly. She be on the Marley. Bitch, let's join the party. I'm on drugs. 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 He on drugs. He on drugs. I'm 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 in the party, so fucked up, giving out pills like nuns give out hugs, and I ain't done. No, why? I still got a party in my pocket. I got uppers, downers all around me. If I was you, I'd watch it. I ain't stopping, not a problem. All of my dogs and I've been through it. Half of the shit that you can chop down into a powder, we done through it. No abusing. If I do it, I done did it with conclusions on probation. So I ain't saying I'm high right now. You have to prove it. I'm on drugs. 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 He on drugs. He on drugs. He on drugs. I'm 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 on drugs. He on drugs. He on drugs. We on drugs. I'm 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 on drugs. You not afraid of her? Cause we getting high. So high be the gang. So we keep on rolling up. Give me a pint of lean. So I can slow. X-Pill, Molly, and go ahead and hallucinate a little bit. Eat some shrooms, take some acid. Man, I slept in 3 days. You don't believe it? Go and ask him. Bob Good, Lord Ted, like he dead. Taking egg. Get on my flight. Presidential shit. You don't gotta ask. I'm on drugs. 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 He on drugs. He on drugs. He on drugs. I'm 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 on drugs. He on drugs. He on drugs. He on drugs. I'm 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 on drugs.
That nigga say I'm on drugs. I'm on drugs.
Sirski. Yes, Sirski. Listen, thank y'all for pulling up, tapping in, tuning in to another episode of Rich Rhetoric, man, with your host, with the most, man, Born Rich. I got my partner in crime, Soldier T, in the motherfucking building. We in here, man. Soldier, I thought that was the appropriate song to start it off on a Sunday, man. Listen, man, people coming home from church, they getting on drugs. You know what I mean? People waking up, eating breakfast, then they getting on drugs.
You hear me? Like waking up on it. You hear me?
Waking up on drugs. It's a fact.
Yeah.
Man. They cleaning up on this good Sunday on drugs. So
You
man,
know it. You know it. I think I see somebody on the way to get some drugs right now. You hear me? Like, I'm trying to tell you.
shout out to the people on drugs, man. The whole goddamn country is on drugs. The president, they trying to take out the president, man. Hey, you need
Man.
drugs. You need drugs to cope with this crazy ass world, man. So first and foremost, shout out to my brother Los Ghost, man. Y'all can look it up, LOS, the word ghost, and type drugs in. Get that on all your streaming platforms, YouTube, all of that. Listen, speaking of YouTube, guys, listen, man, we on the race to 2000, guys. We on the race to 2000. So I'm gonna
talk heavy.
I'm gonna put the link on there. I'm gonna put the link in there, but for right now, this is what it looks like, man. You can go to YouTube, right? Let me full screen this joint. You can go to YouTube, search, type in Born Rich Club Podcast, just like I did. Once you find this channel right here, subscribe. We at 1.38. We on the race to 2,000 subs, man. We trying to get 2,000 subs. So if you're not, you leave this live stream right now. Go subscribe to Born Rich Club Podcast and then bring your ass back over here. We're trying to get to 2,000, man. Free giveaways and shit's coming up. We're going to have prizes and stuff, but we got to get to that 2,000 mark, guys. And it's just not a bullshit channel. This is the channel that I put my blood, sweat, money, and tears into. You know what I mean? Great interviews, great discussions with great people. Soldier T will be in that hot chair soon when that brother gets down here to Tennessee. We're gonna run it up. We're gonna run it up, you know. And then when you go to the channel, man, shop around. I'll scroll down a little bit. Yeah, go shop around, man. Show some love. Leave some of these comments. Let me know you see me, man. If y'all know Starlito, we got Starlito, the City Paper. You know, just great people, man. Go check out some of the shorts. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Get familiar with some of these people too, man. If you're unfamiliar, great conversation with great people, man. So yeah, we on the race to 2,000. We trying to get that $2,000 in there, baby. So y'all make sure y'all run it up. The StreamYard link is posted. It's already pinned. So it's already pinned. Open panel settings. So if you guys want to jump on here and talk about this crazy shit, then do that. The question of the day, couple questions of the day is, one question is, was it staged?
Man,
what are we saying? Are we saying this is staged? We know that America has the capability of putting a Hollywood production in front of our face and calling it real life. So we do have to question, was it staged? Was it real? What's next? You know, so a lot of questions out here, man, that we need to discuss today. We definitely gonna chop it up. You know, one more commercial break for my brother. Family, if you're not, let me add brother Jalen. Okay, brother Jalen.
On the game. What's up, Jalen?
Salute, Jalen. What's up, bro?
What's up with it? How y'all doing?
Man, we doing well, man. Bro. We got Texas in this motherfucker, man. And you listen, guys, if you're not subscribed to my brother Soldier T's channel, let's get over there, run it up. You see how it's spelled? You see how it's spelled, and you see what the avatar look like. Let's full screen, my brother. You know what I mean? So y'all see, y'all get over there, Soldier T, get over there, subscribe, show him some love, shop around, man. Music, open panels, all type of shits, man. News stories. You know what I'm saying? This brother's putting in work, man. He's putting in work. Let's make sure we get over there, run it up, show him some love, give him some views, some likes, some comments, show his stories some love. I mean, not stories, his shorts. Show his shorts some love. You know what I mean? So we trying to build it, man. Nobody gonna help us but us. We all we got. So we gotta quit looking around for help and seeing who gonna support, who gonna help. We all we got. So let's make sure we over here supporting each other, man. For real.
Thanks.
But what's up? I got brother Jalen in the building. What's going on, brother Jalen? Texas in this bitch.
Man, Jalen coming to talk about that ketchup on Donald Trump's ear. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. So at this point, I was trying to avoid yesterday a lot because everybody was talking about that shit yesterday. Not like, damn, I might well gonna get my little 2 cents about it today. Man, I don't know if it's staged or not, man. I think that, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely polarized like this in America to the point where it could definitely get there. I think this is more of an act to try to invoke more action, whatever you want to call it. That's just my thought process on it, though.
All right. So when you say action, what do you mean? You think it's gonna make people start wilding out a little bit more, or what you mean by more action?
I'm saying that might be the intention behind the act. I don't know what the people gonna actually do. That's all on the people, though. At the end of the day, but I do know that and the that's mad and all that, they rallying in behind it. It's not like they deterred or not going to be at them ballots, and if shit don't go the way they wanted to go, it would definitely be another January 6th, all that shit. Like, they down for this nigga, like, for real. Like, and I think niggas need to take heed. Like, man, we need to be down for the people who we want us to represent us and all that shit like that. We got to actually find that representation first, though, and real representation. But when we finally get that, bro, we get another Malcolm X, another, even Martin Luther King, whatever, bro, how y'all feel about him as a leader. But I'm just saying, like, we need to rally behind these motherfuckers for real. Make sure that they don't get killed next time, man. Cause shit, I don't know. Like, even though they didn't do a good job, look like trying to save that nigga, because it was about at least 4 or 5 pops for anybody to start ducking. I'm like, y'all niggas tripping, man. Even though I don't know, that's why I say the shit didn't sound like a real gun. All that shit to me, when I really looked at the video, cause I didn't watch it live. I was actually listening to one of these conservative niggas, and bro, they were heartbroken, boy. It was funny to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I hate to be kind of the fucked up nigga about this shit and just not really care that much, but hey, man, that shit was funny as hell. Watching them conservative niggas get all heartbroken, thinking this nigga might have had died, bro. This was like, cause nigga, I ain't never cared about no politician or no celebrity or none of this shit like that, bro. This somebody that don't shit. They don't give 2 rat's ass about half the people in this country, bro. If you can't feel his constituency, feel his pockets, bro, maybe motherfuckers don't give a fuck about us, man. I think niggas be too worried about the wrong shit, fool. But that's just my opinion.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. So yeah, like I said, I guess I feel like you, man. I don't know what's about to happen. I would say this though to black people though, man. I wouldn't get all worried and up in arms and shit like that, man. Let these folks hash shit out, because you know what's gonna happen. Like, so when this attempt happened on Donald Trump, you know the first people they're gonna point at is the Democrats. You know what I mean? And if black people would,
I don't know if they gonna do that, gang. Cause man,
what you thinking?
Cause bro, like,
have you seen the report?
Okay, huh?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Say what you're saying, cause I mean I'm still gathering.
I was just gonna say that it was a report saying that this nigga was a Republican, but he donated to some damn liberal agenda and shit. He only 20 years old, bro. Dude was young as fuck, bro.
Right.
So it's like it don't make sense almost to a certain degree. Like, why would some little 20-year-old want to go and try to take out the president by itself, no help? Like, I don't know, man.
Gang.
Yo, Boy Rich, what's going on, man? What's going on?
What's going on, gang? Chilling, brother.
Yeah, man, I'm from other side of the pond, man.
yeah, I already know.
Yeah.
So what you thinking about this game? You think it's staged, or what you think?
No. I don't think it's staged. I mean, he doesn't need this publicity stunt. He's already winning on the polls. Joe Biden, I mean, you guys watched the debate with Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Joe Biden messed up on that one. And,
hey, Gaines, you ever heard the expression putting the cherry on the top?
Yeah, but I'm just trying to rationalize these things. I mean, as I said, it doesn't benefit Trump having this stunt where it could have cost his life if this was staged. Because that bullet, that incident happened real, right? That wasn't fake.
That's the questionable part. If this shooter was that bad, how was he able to do this shit? He still got killed. If the shooter was that good, they still killed him, even though he completed the mission was to barely nick his ear. I don't see.
Somebody got hit too. I think it was another person died in the crowd.
Innocent attendee died.
Yeah, for sure. They don't matter. The people that died don't matter. Trump didn't
No,
die. His ear only got nicked. If that
let
was
me.
supposed to go that way, that shooter did a great job. Because how
No,
do you miss
that's
a head by a
no.
quarter of an inch?
Look,
Go
I'm
ahead.
looking at the probability. Your probability is based on perhaps because we don't like the government. Everything they do is questionable. Everything they do is fake. Because I'm biased towards the government. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to be rational here. Use logic and facts. I'm using facts as in Donald Trump was winning anyway, regardless of the stage. He's most likely going to win the president, right? I mean, that's what the poll shows. That's what how most Americans feeling at the moment. Biden's too old. He can't remember names. He's not fit to be a president. So from that alone, Donald Trump was winning. So he didn't really need that to happen for him to certify his victory, right? And the second thing is, I know you said like, how can a shooter miss? All right, let me give you a recent incident. 4 months ago, I don't know if you guys are aware, there was a close shooting of a Lithuanian prime minister where a 70-year-old man was up close with a hand pistol, shot him 4 times, missed most of the time, and the prime minister got away with it. He grazed him as well. So shit happens. Shit can happen. You can miss. It doesn't matter how good trainer, your sniper you are, or how good shooter you are. You can still miss on the real time. Right?
Yeah,
That's
that's a
only
fact.
4 months ago.
That's
Nah,
a
you
Close
fact.
range.
definitely are right,
He was
though.
on
You definitely
YouTube.
are right.
He was on
Yeah,
YouTube.
go
A
ahead.
Lithuanian prime minister.
Yeah, and like I say, this man was like 200 meters away. So you know what I'm saying? He's shooting an AR. You know what I'm saying? Probably 5.56. You know what I'm saying? Like
That motherfucker sounds
it's a
suppressed, honestly. But man,
yeah, it might have
uh,
been yeah, because it definitely didn't. Because like that's what they saying. That they saying the weapon was a. But to me, I thought it like man might have been a 22 or a pellet gun, bro. And I felt like I thought the nigga was in the crowd or something. Like when I went back and listened
yeah,
to
it
the
was close.
video
It
and
sounded
watched it
close,
and
didn't
shit.
it? It
It
sounded
sounded
close.
closer than what they trying to say, like because it's
Right.
like 100 and something yards. You know
Bro,
what I'm
that's what I
saying?
was trying
200
to say
meters.
last night. I was trying to tell these niggas, bro, that the sound we hearing, if you're watching a video and then you hear a sound, the same sound that you've been hearing is the same source. It's coming from the same source, the microphone, right? So the distance of the shot, we talking about the distance from the microphone, period. Not the camera, not the crowd, not Trump, the microphone. So if 100 meters, 200 meters, you ain't hearing those shots even that good. Even though it sounded faint, that still was too good. You know what I'm saying? To hear them bitches. And then when you heard the snipers that was working with Trump return fire, they wasn't even as loud. They wasn't even loud. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the fuck is really going on?
No, it was loud. The return fire by the Secret Service on other videos. There's many
Yeah,
videos about now.
yeah.
Slowly they're coming anyway. Slowly they're all being coming out. A lot of them are being taken down by Twitter and YouTube anyway for violence. You know, they got rules about violence. But a lot of them, I mean, if you get to see it, there's many of them coming out, and some of them are videos that shows clearly the loudness of the Secret Service sniper shooting. But
That's
My
what the
wild.
thing
question
is
to
that
me, what is I would question is not staged, but was this planned by a deep state or another organization, or is this a lone wolf who's been radicalized by the left wing news groups and stuff that he's watching, saying that if Trump wins, you know, a lot of people in America don't like Trump. They don't want to give him another chance because they're anti-Trump and they'll do anything. Because he's winning, they try to do anything they can not to let him become the president.
I was gonna say I think actually Trump been winning a lot of people over. So the whole narrative that people don't like Trump is kind of, you know what I'm saying, it's crazy. I mean, I'm kind of one of them niggas that don't like Trump. You know what I'm saying? I ain't wishing death on the nigga though. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, how I see the attitudes of the people, you know what I'm saying, in America is that shit. Like Joe Biden, they blame everything on Joe Biden pretty much, and I think Joe Biden got a bad rep off of the COVID too. Like he's old as fuck too, and fucked up, and kind of mumbles his words and says some stupid shit. But you know the president don't really run the country, so I don't really feel like this is just a figurehead. You know what I'm saying? There was plenty of presidents that was sick as fuck, couldn't do shit. They had motherfuckers signing bills for them, all that type of shit. So it's not like we couldn't have. Joe Biden run this country in a shell of himself. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not how our government is ran. It's ran in these three branches, and they all check and balance each other and shit like that. And the people supposed to do their part. But I think it's really more, you know what I'm saying? This shit right here is just the polarizing rhetoric of our political atmosphere that we in, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Liberal and conservative, they can't fuck with each other to a certain degree. And I really do think it's something bigger. Because, man, why would this 20-year-old young dude just go do this shit by himself, bro? If this is a legit thing, it's got to be something more deeper behind this shit. Because I'm just saying, ain't no young 20-year-olds.
Yeah, but let me interject there, yeah? Ronald Reagan was very popular president in his time. I think you guys consider him to be one of the most popular president of all time, right? Other than George Washington, the founding fathers. Even Ronald Reagan got shot. Doesn't matter how popular he was. He still pissed off somebody that shot him at close range as well. He survived, but if it doesn't matter how popular you are or how well your policy is, you may still have some low.
I feel like this shit could be staged though too. Because, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it's kind of like, man, this little weird parallels that they keep trying to bring between Reagan and Trump all the time. All of it. I see it a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's almost like trying to create a president, or it might be just history repeating itself. But I'm just saying that's just the reason why I just think how I'm thinking about it, man. It's like it's a lot of weird shit that I feel like our government do play. And that don't mean it might be like Trump might not know this shit is actually happening to him. It might not be Trump is even involved in the plot. Like a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? Because this dude got awfully fucking close to this nigga to, you know what I'm saying, be just shooting, bro. This man was trying to take him out, you know what I'm saying? Obviously. But
yeah, that's the bit I would question. That's the bit I would agree with you. Was the Secret Service aware of this? Did they allow that to happen? Is there a conspiracy plot devised here by an opposition or another shadow organization to take out Trump, right? If you say that, then yeah, I may slightly agree to that. But I don't think it's staged per se to give Donald Trump the victory that he needs. I don't think he needed that. He was going to win anyway.
No, I wouldn't say that because definitely you wouldn't put your life at risk, bro. If a piece of your ear gets shot off, you know what I'm saying, in order for me to become president, man, no, I don't know about that. As far as like I say, Donald Trump necessarily staging it for that, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like maybe the Republican Party or, you know what I'm saying, the Democratic Party or the two parties come together and feeling like whatever they feel like Trump's presidency is going to bring and all this stuff they be talking about, the Project 25 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Feel like this is what he's going to actually bring in. They might have felt like that was really too much of a threat and that democracy wasn't going to be able to stop it because it's too many people that like him and too many people that want him to be president. And maybe there was, you know what I'm saying, a situation where he just happened to miss by a hair. Because when you talk about shooting far, sometimes it's just a little bit of inch you move that rifle and you inches or even feet, you know what I'm saying, in that distance, you know what I'm saying, as far as missing.
This is the irony you just mentioned about democracy under threat, where under democratic rule, Trump is winning. If you go by the rules of democracy where the public decides who the victor is, Trump is winning. So how can democracy be under threat when clearly, as you just said, the majority of the people in America are starting to like Trump. So therefore, he is what you call part of the democratic system, right? I think it's not to do with media who do not like Trump, and is unfortunately, I think, especially look at CNN and other news channels that are anti-Trump. You know what the main headline news was? They called it loud bang in the rally or an incident that happened in the rally. They didn't call it assassination, attempted assassination or shooting. They call it loud bang in the rally. So those little rhetoric that they put in, I think is giving some sort of making the youth disillusional and making them become a bit more radical.
You think so?
Yeah, the media, social media. So it's left-wing media, social media, all of things are just making like Trump to be Darth Vader or something.
I also think that you can't just say certain rhetoric. You can't use certain rhetoric. Like Donald Trump was putting a lot of this us versus them mentality out there himself. And you see how Fox News and all this shit, like, so it's not just left-wing media. It's because it's media in general. And it's right-wing and right-wing. So they both paint narratives of people. They both paint narratives of people.
Absolutely. That's their job.
Look, I'm not a Trump supporter, nor am I a Biden supporter. I don't know what's in the race in this one, especially when I live across the pond. But with Donald Trump, he speaks his mind. Yeah, he's a straight talker. He tells how he is, whether you like it or not, whether you agree with this or not. He's not what you call a suave politician. You know what I mean? He just speaks his mind, doesn't he? And a lot of people don't like that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. A lot of people don't.
He's not your traditional politician or career politician. He's a businessman. Whether he's a failed businessman or not is a different debate. But he's a celebrity. He came into politics in 2015, and by fluke he won it. So he's not like he was a senator before, a governor before. He didn't have no training in politics. That's why sometimes, because he speaks so openly and speaks his mind without thinking, a lot of politicians and other elites don't like it.
Yeah.
He just exposed that he do the same shit they do. That they all trying to get rich, bro. At the end of the day, and they gonna figure out ways to get rich. The people that put these people in office get them rich. At the end of the day, and that's what Trump used to his advantage, is to expose that type of shit like that. But Trump know better than these motherfuckers. He's gonna do the same thing while he's in office. And he's gonna let you know he's doing it. And y'all gonna like it.
Which politician doesn't benefit in one way or another financially? You might find a few handful who doesn't. A majority of them.
When we talk about these being the founding principles of a country, that's not the goal is not to get rich, it's not to put yourself in office to get yourself rich, but to make the country a richer country at the end of the day. And I feel like a lot of times they get that confused. They get that confused. That's why they'll sell us out to lobbying, or the left to sell people out to the LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, bro. We'll sell each other out to agendas that the whole of the group that they represent don't really even practice in these principles, just because they want that dollar. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's you as a citizen would have to decide. American citizens would have to decide whether Biden done a good job that benefited your lives and your community and so on, or whether Trump 4-year candidate that he had, whether he done a bad job. That's for you guys to decide, not for me. I'm an outsider, right? However, I'm only just to say that to me it didn't look like stage. He didn't need to stage this. He was willing. If is it planned by another group, another organization, most possibly, or is it a lone wolf? Yeah, most likely as well. So I'm 50-50 on that. I don't think stage.
I'll say this, gang. No matter if he's linked to another organization or not, they're gonna say he's a lone wolf. It's just what America does. America's gonna say he's a lone wolf. You can have people literally on their social media throwing up. All right, let me use this, right? Let me use this example. We can use somebody maybe like Kyle Rittenhouse, right? We saw him throwing up white supremacist hand signals, and then when he goes out and kills people at a protest, they say he's a lone wolf. So what I'm saying is, gang, no matter what group he's tied to, if he's tied to a group, or if he's been funded by a group, or if he supports a group, or if he's a member of a group, they're going to still say he's a lone wolf. And even if he's from the Democratic side, the Democrats are going to say that's a lone wolf. You see what I'm saying? America has a strange history of saying that that's a lone wolf.
Yeah, but we live in an age where the secrets can be hidden for too long nowadays, right? So you can have the government perspective where there's a lone wolf or not, or an official statement. But nowadays, eventually, these things can come out now because we've got so many the technologies there. Eventually, whether it comes out next month or a year later, we'll know if he was a lone wolf or not. And those things can't be hidden. At some point, especially with the investment journalists, social media, and this and that.
But gang, the thing is, what's going to be the consequences, right? So you're going to have one side saying he's a lone wolf. You're going to have the other side saying, no, he's part of this fucking terrorist organization. But then the quote unquote terrorist organization never faces any backlash or they don't get investigated. They don't get arrested for that. So then
unless you're Muslim.
Exactly. I give you that. I give you smart about that, gang. That's a fact. That's pretty much the only group. You know what I mean? A lot of time black groups get black people get put in groups like that too, also. But for the most part, man, this is a white guy. They're gonna put him on, they're gonna say, because what you're gonna have is the Republicans saying, hey, this was a big Democratic conspiracy. And then the Democrats is gonna say, no, this was a fucking lone wolf. He doesn't have anything to do with us. And then nobody will ever be investigated. No charges will be filed. He'll just go down forever as a lone wolf. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. That's why I don't even try to worry about what.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. I mean, there's no way. There's no way officially. So there's no way officially they're going to say you belong to a group. It'd be too risky and too dangerous for America as well. They might put it under national security. We can't give you that information, but it's safer to say lone wolf. I get that.
Exactly.
But we're smarter. We're smarter. We'll take the information when it comes out and we'll analyze for ourselves. Right? Irrelevant what the government says.
Yeah, I like that. So, do y'all think this is going to make his popularity go up?
It's already up. He's already up. If you look at the polls now,
it's already up. I don't know about the polls and shit, but the people, man, these people, man, they love the photo, bro. Like as soon as they seen the photo, how quickly they had a photo with the fist up and the little blood in the ear and that little weird little face they could be making and shit like he got to take a shit. Yeah, but yeah, man.
Jalen, that photo going down in history, man. Time magazine. Trust me, y'all. That photo is going to be on the cover of Time magazine, man. I'm telling you now. That's
definitely. That photo, you know the famous Che Guevara picture that everyone uses.
Yeah.
Now they're going to use Donald Trump, the fist. You know the fist is like, look, I took a bullet for you guys. You know what I mean? This is how much I love America.
That shit going down there.
Yeah, you know that shit coming too. He gonna be saying that he took a bullet fighting for our lives and democracy, bro. This man, you know how he get on that stage, bro. Hey, and them white people be eating it up, but they be like, "Yeah, that's right, Trump." Just tell them they don't understand. They will never understand.
Hey, let me give y'all a little piece. Of what the supporters are saying, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. The panel link is already pinned in the top of the chat. If you want to pull up, man. I don't know
if you know this. There's this guy, about 3-4. You can search on YouTube. I think you'll find him anyway. This guy 3-4 months ago prophesied Donald Trump is gonna get shot. His ear, the bullet's gonna graze past his ear. He's gonna take his ear out, and later in the year there's gonna be economic collapse. 3 months ago, this guy predicted. You can Google it. Prophecy of Donald Trump getting shot. You'll find it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. But y'all listen to some of Trump's supporters, man. They ready to roll. Listen to them though, guys.
You fuck with me. You fuck with Trump. You fuck with me.
They didn't just shoot at Trump. They took one of ours. They killed one of your brothers or sisters. I don't know yet. It's at your front door. Are you going to scroll?
That's why you don't care about Sleepy Joe looking stupid on stage. Fucking about to shit himself and everything. Because y'all say, we'll put a bullet in fucking Donald Trump. My God, it didn't work. Y'all motherfuckers missed. You brought a little blood. So you know what that blood means? You just pissed my boy slap the hell off. So now you got him more on guard. He's going to be fucking a little more watching what he's doing. Y'all Democrats, thank you. The Republicans are taking it this year. Democrats, y'all can kiss our ass. And I'm saying that nicely.
If y'all haven't seen, something happened with the Trump rally in Pennsylvania. I'm telling you now, if that man, I speak for every Republican out here, every goddamn conservative, I'm just so goddamn mad right now. You better hope the fuck he is all right. Motherfucking goddamn Democrats. You want us to come after you? My God, we will. I'm so fucking mad.
All right, you're taking a live look there at Butler, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, man. Listen, Von Rich, I'm glad that it's not a black guy, the shooter, or Latino, or Muslim. Yeah? There would have been lynching going on.
Say, "Can you hope the shooter wasn't black?"
all Muslim, all Latino.
You glad the shooter wasn't black? Yeah. Hey, it would
What,
have
what do
been.
you reckon? What do you
Listen,
reckon would have happened if the guy was successful?
I can tell you the first thing you could do, gang. Replace that motherfucker. Every time you heard one of them white people just say motherfucker, replace that with the N word. That's for starters. Starters, you could do that. If he
What do
was
you
black,
reckon? What do you reckon would have happened if that guy was successful and Donald Trump was assassinated? Do you reckon this would have caused
we
some
probably
sort of civil war?
would have saw
Oh,
some.
that's war. I
We
think a
probably
war
would have
gonna
saw.
happen for sure.
Yeah, we probably would have saw some racial moments. Would have had some racial moments. Some black people probably would have died. You know, some black people would have to. If I was a black person, this show would be completely different. This show would be telling black people, arm yourself. You know,
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
alert, be aware, be cautious. You know, be cautious and aware of your surroundings. This would be a totally complete. This would be a different live stream if the suspect was black. No bullshit. But because I would definitely be telling black people, because y'all see them people, man. Y'all just saw that, and that's not even half. I'm gonna show some more of their reactions in a minute. But I just thought that was enough to just give you guys the gist of what these people are saying. So
And the crazy thing about it, the people that they talking about, Democrats and
yeah,
shit like that, man. Most of these people literally came out instantly and was like, "Hey, man, this is not no place for political violence and blah blah blah." And I
yeah.
know sometimes it's the talk shield. You know, they gotta kind of let it be known that we're not a part of this. Ooh, if they was a part of it, not saying they are, but I'm just saying. But they still came out with, you know what I'm saying? And I heard that they even spoke, Joe Biden and
Yeah, Joe
Trump,
Biden
as far as
spoke.
one of
All
them
right.
reports. I don't know how true that was, but I know I
saw
heard
Joe.
something. I seen that.
Hey, Jalen, real quick. I saw Joe Biden just he made a quick little speech and just said, hey, there's no place in this country for violence. You know, whether it's political violence, any violence, there's no place in this country for that. You know, he was saying, hey, you know, praying for Donald Trump and his family and, you know, all the shit he's supposed to say. He's supposed to say it. But I am hearing the same thing that you're hearing, Jalen. I'm hearing people, even people online on my social media saying, hey, I do not like Trump. I hate this guy, but I don't wish death on anyone. I don't support violence. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing people take that talking point that they don't support violence. This is bad. This has happened. It don't matter if you like him or not. There's no place in this country for violence. So you're right about
So
that.
Yeah, but then you got the other side completely angry. Hold on right quick though. You got the other side completely angry, losing their fucking minds, bro. And even still to this day, they're gonna blame the Democrats and liberals. So that's gonna be the whole, you know what I'm saying? I was hearing people talking about literally curb stomping, you know what I'm saying, the LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? Like this is literally shit that was getting said on YouTube. Man, I'm like, damn, boy, that's crazy.
Now, what I will say, right, because I always like to speak to black people. Now, I will say, black people, same thing. Be aware, keep your head on the swivel, be conscious and aware of your surroundings, man, because we know that black people vote majority of black people vote Democrat. So you will be placed in that box with the LGBT and the Democrats. Anything that falls up under that Democrat umbrella, you fall under that umbrella. So make sure you are careful and aware, man, because you are going to have some vigilantes out here. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
that shit would be buzzwords sometimes. They be using the Democrat or the liberal to say, I hate the fucking minorities and the fucking gays and all the black folks and shit. You know, that's what they really just trying to say, man, a lot of times, bro.
Yo, Born Rich, man, I suggest you don't wear your Democrat T-shirt for a month. And if anybody asks, just say you support Kennedy Jr.
So yeah, just we do got to keep our head on the swivel, man. You're gonna have some people that you know what I mean, going crazy, man. Them little rural areas in the South that are sundown towns, and people gonna be just a little bit more aggressive in them towns. So we got to make sure that we looking out for each other, man. They on high alert.
I need to jump out. I need to go and do my prayers, and then watch the England finals in the Euro Cup. I might jump on if you guys are around, of course. If not, I'll speak to you another time, man. Bless.
All right, salute.
Stay safe, brothers. Stay safe.
Salute. So yeah, man, we got to be aware, man, because like Jalen said, a lot of times we get wrapped up into this shit with them buzzwords, man, and a lot of times because black people live amongst other people, and a lot of times, let's just keep it real. A lot of times, the punishment don't be as harsh if you harm a black person. So when you got people that's on high alert and enraged, you're an easy target as black people. So just kind of be careful, keep your head on the swivel. I'm showing you guys the reactions of these people, man. These people ain't met Donald Trump a day in his life. They watch him on TV and look how mad they are. So,
and watch how this changed how we could talk about and criticize. Cause like, man, I ain't no Democrat, bro, and I ain't no Republican, man. I'm me. I'm black. I'm American and shit like that. But like, as far as like me, I don't participate. I ain't gonna lie in the political process yet. I just don't know. I feel like it don't match my interests. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't actually lobby bodies to lobby for us. We know that this lobbying is how they controlling the politics. Yet we don't actually create these things for our own interest. In my opinion, if we're not gonna get our own shit together to actually have shit that's for us, nigga, fuck the political system. The political system will never work for us because they still got electoral college. Like I said, we don't even know if it's an elector in the college that's for us. Do we know that? Do we know that for a fact? Can any black person say that they know for a fact that they know that there's one black elector? Because they don't tell you who the electors are.
We don't know. We don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So I'll be down.
Exactly, man. Sometimes we have to because we're in America, but I try my best not to participate in shit where I can't be fully informed. You know what I'm saying? I'll try my best, man. I can't be. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I know. Hey, I am not fully informed about this political system. So let me not participate. You know what I mean? I know I'm smart enough to know that that the people that I represent don't ever get any tangibles. We never win from it. I'm about wins and losses, and most people are about wins and losses. I just never see the wins. And I don't get all hyped up about the losses because it's America and shit. Some you win some and you lose some. So I don't even get all hyped up about the losses. But nobody ever points to the people I represent and say, "Hey guys, this is what we're gonna do specifically for you." So I'm just a guy. I'm like you, Jalen. I don't really participate. Hey, what happens happens at the end of the day.
Yeah, because I feel like it's going to be definitely still an agenda. Like, we just the spoils of war, almost still to this day, because our workforce and our spending power and all that shit, you know what I'm saying, it's just been used and abused, and now it's getting pretty much underappreciated. It's like, oh yeah, them niggas ain't going to do nothing. Let's bring the Mexicans in or whatever other immigrants in, and let's do this with them now. And you know what I'm saying? Like, now we just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, try to get pushed to the side. But I think, like I say, this is the time where black people really should, you know what I'm saying, be trying to figure out how we can come together and start, you know what I'm saying, really collectively using ourselves in a way to get the shit we need in this country. Because, you know what I'm saying, like, and we could, like I say, if niggas want to scrap over the, you know what I'm saying, the particulars when we get our shit, bro, then all right, we can figure out what do we get for the FBA and the ADOs and whatever the hell these niggas be calling themselves these days, bro. Because they figure out ways to divide ourselves even in that dumbass shit, bro. Or I'm an Aboriginal, whatever, bro. I'm not African, whatever, bro. Like, I don't care, bro. I just know that we all done been through the same shit. That's why I say niggas always want to talk about slavery. You ain't got to talk about slavery, bro. Talk about something more recent, Jim Crow. You know, so let's talk about 1900 to 1955, man, and up. You know what I'm saying? Like right there, though, in that little period, though, all the times that they was, you know, so these niggas is free and still happen to be sharecroppers getting the shit beat out their ass and shit. If they step any kind of way out of line, go build up and try to create any success for themselves, man. This is how black people were being treated, man. You know what I'm saying? In this country, because they couldn't have them just work their property for free. They couldn't have them just be a second-class citizen willingly. And you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If people don't recognize that, like, shit, you owe a nigga from that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go to slavery. And you ain't got to talk about all that, nigga. We had a chance to do shit on our own, and we built up in so many different places, from Chicago to, you know what I'm saying, all the way down in Florida, shit, Texas. You know what I'm saying? All these different places, man, had black communities that were thriving, and a lot of them mysteriously just got destroyed for some reason.
Yeah, that's a fact. Jalen, real quick, let me play a little bit more of this. Let's get through this. Hold on. Let's get through this. Show y'all a few more of the Trump supporters, man. Show you that energy, man. Big energy right now.
You're taking a live look there.
I'm warning you, Democrats. Your fucking ass is in a sling.
Do y'all realize what would happen if that attempt on Trump was successful? Instant civil war. Instant. There's no second guesses and thinking maybe this would have happened, and man, if that happened, maybe this. Nope. Rifles would be in hand and boots would be on the ground. That man that made the attempt, his entire family line. People don't think about the repercussions. You know, I can't stand Biden. I don't like the man, right? But I would never in a million years wish him any harm. That's, oh my God, man, people don't think. They don't think.
Crazy people out there, and y'all love to say how Donald Trump and Republicans are crazy. Y'all are the ones who are crazy out in this country, man. You got these crazy liberals out assassinating Donald Trump. What happened there? First, y'all try to bankrupt him. Then y'all try to throw him in jail. And now y'all try to
get ready. Let me know when they're ready. I'll make sure the IFB is up for that. All right, so
this means war in November.
President Trump,
absolutely crazy. Crazy people out there.
You know what? If it wasn't that he turned to show us the graph, they would have shot him straight in the head. They would have shot him right in the center of his head. But since he turned, they caught his ear. All right, America? My wife peeped that place. She said, man, you know, it was in the minute when he turned the graph and he touched his ear when he had his finger up pointing at the graph. Motherfuckers.
Right now. What's my reaction? It's Barack Obama. It's Barack Obama. That's my reaction. It's Obama. No, they steal everything. They cheat, lie, and steal. They do the work of the devil. That's who they are. That's the only way they're going to stop Trump from being president is to murder him. I'm sorry for my language. Did you see what happened? I just got down.
This is a day that'll go down in infamy. A day that'll go down in infamy. All right. Shame, shame, shame. Did I see anybody bleeding? I saw Trump get up. I'm told a man was shot over here. All right. Several times they carried him out. Now, was it the shooter? I do not know. It appears the shooter may have been over there. But he went down on the stage. He was down for a while. All right. I don't know if they were just telling him to stay down. Probably. But when he came up, he showed some sign that something happened to him. All right. And then he gave the thumbs up sign. He gave the thumbs up sign. He left here. He looks to be in decent health. He's going to survive. And this will be the shot heard around the world.
All right. By now, you've all seen the assassination attempt on President Trump in Pennsylvania. And this is something, my first commander-in-chief, Ronald Reagan, there was an assassination attempt on him. Donald Trump was my last commander-in-chief on the common denominator. But all these lefty social media creators who have been out there calling for President Trump's assassination, we all collectively need to go report them. Every one of them, send their names into the CIA, send them into the Secret Service, send them into the FBI. These are the people, because you don't know who did this, and it'll probably come out who it was. But when you have people openly calling, ever since Kathy Griffith did it, openly calling for the assassination of a president of the United States or a former president of the United States, it's time. I never thought I'd see this in my lifetime, but these people need to be massive. All right.
You see me with this hat on? I fucking dare you to come take it off of me.
hat. We don't want your hat, bro.
Man, Kathy Griffin said that we should assassinate Trump. Man, I ain't never heard that.
I ain't heard that either, man. But, you know how words get remixed and misconstrued. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I
I'm over
believe
here
it.
like, damn, I'm trying to figure out why all these people that's calling for the assassination of Donald Trump, because that's what's so crazy, bro. Like, and black people are going more and more over to the Trump train. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing that, like, the trend has been definitely going up. So it's not like niggas is calling for it. It ain't no damn, I don't see, like, who else is calling for it? Like, I don't know. This was, I guess, this, like I said, the internal, like I said, this white on white violence, bro. Right here at its finest.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Only problem with that is, like I said, everybody, even the Democrats, everybody look at black people as Democrats. Just because it's been the same old song and dance for so long that the Democrats don't appreciate the black vote. The Republicans don't give a fuck about the black vote because they just assume that the Democrats gonna get it. So to me, this is white on white violence, but we get looped in because in a sense, through our voting, we done picked a side, Jalen. And I hate that.
Yeah, big fact. Yeah, and even in our not voting, yeah, we picked, I guess, like they say, whoever is the person who don't win, we the reason why they didn't win or some
I hate
shit.
that. I hate that talking point. I hate that talking point when you can just point to the electoral college.
Oh yeah, I always say that, but that's why I say people act like they don't get it because they think that they still vote in the interest of the popular vote. And I'm saying, yeah, it just happens to align that way, you know what I'm saying, most times, but you've seen electors, you know what I'm saying, go against their majority, you know what I'm saying, multiple times in our history. So it's not like it can't be exercised. And if it ever goes in a way that I guess the country doesn't necessarily really want, I'm pretty sure it will be exercised however they see fit.
I think, man, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought Hillary Clinton won the majority vote when Trump got elected.
Yeah, Hillary did win the majority vote, but like I say, she had to win the electors. You know what I'm saying? Because how we set it up, you know what I'm saying? Certain states get certain electors, so it ended up being like they know what most of the shit gonna be. Usually, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, as far as like voting patterns and where the largest demographic of diversity. That's what they always looking for, the diversity. That's who's going to vote Democrat, which is the black, Mexican, the LGBTQ, all these other different weird. I ain't gonna say weird, but all the other stuff. And then you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Any other just kind of like oddball ideology that's not necessarily fitting in with the what they would call the homeostasis society of the white male centric, you know what I'm saying, European centric or white American, really, because American is a little different than I would say European, but they have a Eurocentric aesthetic. So it's white, you know what I'm saying? We think of it as white and this look of whiteness and shit like that. Even in Europe, I don't even think they prescribe to these terms to a certain degree. It's a lot different. But here in America, it's definitely like that's how our caste system kind of works, to where you get, you know what I'm saying, like it's almost like like how they say the power spectrum goes, like the white male, then the white woman, then the black male, then the black woman type shit. And like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they say that like the power dynamic with the black man and the white woman is where it gets tricky and shit. You know what I'm saying? Where they say sometimes the white woman can be a little bit more discriminated against, which I don't agree with. But that's what some people believe the Hillary whole situation has a lot to do with, is the fact that they never wanted to have a woman be president.
Yeah. They're gonna hit
especially
us with
Karen, basically how they look at it.
They're gonna hit us with the misogynistic angle, but I don't even think that. I still think race trumps that.
I do as well, but like I say, it definitely was kind of telling that it was like the beginning of this whole how crooked the Democrat Party is really kind of started with this whole Hillary shit, really with Obama. But Hillary was like, nobody never had nothing bad to say about Hillary before, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I guess her being a part of the Obama presidency and being having to do shit that everybody else do. It's times where people people watch and people make the wrong mistakes and maybe not get an order sent out or whatever. I don't know about the email delete, but I'll probably understand why she would do it. Like, you want to cover your own tracks for whatever reason. But these niggas be doing shit that they know that it's gonna look bad to the public. Regardless, it's probably not gonna be something that is necessarily deemed illegal in a sense of how they govern this shit, bro. Because they know they don't give a damn for real. Or they not gonna go prosecute senators and presidents and shit like that. That. That's why Trump is out here free right now, able to even run. Man, they got caught him up on so many different shit, and it's like he just hopping right through that shit. Like, oh, come on, man. Nah, that's the leftist media. They just witch hunt all this shit, bro. Like, and they was even like when they was saying the whole shit with Russia putting all the propaganda against Hillary, and you know what I'm saying, and leaking the whole story that might have been that the emails happened in the first place. Like, even if it did or didn't happen, that story supposedly came from Russia, you know what I'm saying, hacking the emails in the first place. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's just like, I don't know. It's just like at some point, like this is just white people arguing about they shit. You know what I'm saying? Really, because niggas have no, you know what I'm saying, no play in it at all, bro. Like, shit, they just hate Obama because he a nigga, but you know what I'm saying? Most niggas know, like, he was just a figurehead, just like every other president, bro. Like, the president tries to get an agenda pushed, but he really can't do that, bro. Congress is the ones with the agendas, the people that we vote for every 2 years that we don't give a fuck about. We always let them just sit in office.
That's because we're personality based. You know, everything is entertainment. So the presidential election is more exciting to us than the regular the ones you vote for every 2 years. It's just more exciting. It makes you pick a side. It makes you. They keep putting this person on the screen, and you want to either like them, love them, or hate them. And that's one of the problems, and that's one of the reasons why I don't participate. Because I tell people, like, what are we doing? What's their agenda? Nobody knows either one of their agendas. You're just voting on personalities at this point. So if we're gonna vote like that, I'd rather just not vote. So,
you notice that they don't really even talk policy anymore. Like, and I'm not a nigga. I'm young, but I'm 31, so I really haven't watched a whole lot of elections and shit. But even from Obama election, or I just say before Obama election, I was probably like, I do kind of remember a little bit of the Bush and Al Gore. These niggas really was talking like some policy shit sometimes. Like, even if I didn't understand half of what the fuck they were saying, I knew like this was, oh yeah, this policy is for woo woo. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, I understand that they at least address something like that to the people multiple times. Now it's just, oh, I'm doing with the black jobs and he's like, I take care of the black. They get to the point they don't even sugarcoat it no more. You couldn't even say the word black like that, like it's because they didn't want it to offend and shit. But now it's just like, oh yeah, we take care of the minorities, we take care of the black, we take care of the LGBTQ or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they figuring out they don't never really say what they're actually doing. They just tell you that they're doing. Yeah, it's just like, that's what's so crazy about this shit, bro. It's like, you telling me you're doing all this shit, but nigga, when we go read all this shit, half the times it's some little budget cuts for some business that's supposed to be doing whatever, and then the people end up reporting later on down the line that whatever service didn't get done to a fulfillment. Maybe some shit might have got done, but not its full contract worth of whatever the shit be. Not always, but it's in a lot of these cases with these different programs that they're supposed to be doing for all these people. Like, even with the border wall. They told all these motherfuckers in Texas, oh yeah, come and donate and help us build this border wall and shit. And shit, all the motherfuckers that was putting money into that shit. Yeah, got their ass. They lost all their damn money. No border wall has ever been built. I don't think. Maybe it's like a little bit of somewhere in certain spots, but as far as like an actual border wall, like he promised, and Mexico was gonna pay for it. Remember this, Mexico was gonna pay for it. Mm-hmm. We don't never get to substantiate claims anymore. People don't even get held to what they say no more. It's just ridiculous, man.
It is. It's personality. It's who you like and who you dislike. They'll vote for this motherfucker because they don't like him. And then when I ask them, like, hey, why are you voting for the person you're voting for? Well, just because I don't like the opposition. Like, what? That don't even make sense.
Yeah, popularity contest, man. That shit was crazy. But I ain't gonna lie. In a lot of ways, even though I think, you know what I'm saying, Obama actually talked on policy plenty of times, man, you know what I'm saying? We really voted for that nigga for the same reason. Like, he's a nigga, you know what I'm saying? We want him in. We love this. We don't care what the heck he do, you know what I'm saying? We just need that black president, you know what I'm saying? They knew that anyway. I think that's why they gave us, I think he was given to us, man. It wasn't like we chose this nigga. Like, he just came out of nowhere, just talking all smooth and shit. And yeah, we just like, yeah, we want this nigga right here. We want him to be president.
The rollout. The rollout was good, bro. The rollout was good. It was damn, I did a show on this before, Jada. So the first time we ever seen Obama was Hurricane Katrina. Hurricane Katrina, bro. First time they ever put his face on the screen. And then after that, you just kept seeing him. I think Oprah mentioned him. And then Oprah brought him on her show. Like, it was a rollout, Jalen. The shit was crazy, man. When you look at it, he became president, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years after we first ever saw him. But the first time you ever saw Obama, you can look this up. The first time you ever saw Obama was Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, like I said, I don't remember from back then myself, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was a young nigga then, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I went all the way into all the politics and shit, but I definitely believe it because, like I say, that's how they do it. That's the same like how it's usually done. Like, they just throw a little person out there they think they can galvanize the people, and this what it be. And they tried to do it with McCain, and you know what I'm saying? They tried to do it with Mitt Romney and all that, but it's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? It ain't working. And you know what I'm saying? Like, Trump, it was just like, hey, he was the perfect personality, honestly. Like, you know what I'm saying? We like, before all this shit, you know, niggas, we fuck with Trump, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. Like, I necessarily don't just like knock anything that he did in his past and shit. Like, as far as like, I ain't saying like, I don't say, I knocked the racism or whatever that he had or some shit like that. But like, as far as like the shit that he was doing, the Apprentice and all that shit, I was watching that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at Trump like, oh yeah, niggas rapping about wanting to get rich like Trump. Who don't want to be rich like Trump? So it's like, yeah, we get that shit, and we all understand that it was a relationship. We have a relationship to like worshiping the celebrity and the big idols of business, and especially the ones that are kind of like more flashy and talkative like Trump. You know what I'm saying? We love these type of people, you know what I'm saying? Because they show us shit that we can aspire to in a way that we look at it like, especially as young black people, you know what I'm saying? We've always kind of had this like amalgamation with like all this damn like jewelry and just the cars and being flashy with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
swagger, man.
Some of it is a part of our culture, I believe, as far as like if you talk back to Africa and shit and all that. But I think to a certain thing, it's a bit of programming as well, though.
Absolutely.
Because we don't, you know what I'm saying, understand, like, you know what I'm saying, it takes a lot of sacrifice to get to a point where you can finally be able to just splurge on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, people make it seem like you go get your first couple 100,000, you just gotta go ball out. If you get your first couple million, you gotta just go ball out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta just learn how to stack it up and build you up a little accounts for, like, you know what I'm saying, your family and shit. You know what I'm saying? Get your peoples and shit straight and get your at least if you're not gonna do that, at least have, if you got kids, at least have something where they got something for them. You know what I'm saying? Before you just, because some people really get all this money, bro, and fuck it off, give it all right back to these people and be broke. They family ain't got shit. They need money to bury the nigga. All that shit, bro.
Nah, that's a fact. It's a fact. I'm gonna show a little clip of the actual shooting. Show a little bit of that. I'm sure everybody's seen it, but for those of y'all that ain't seen it, let me find out where we at with the timeline on it. All right. Let's check this out.
And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Move it there. Hold. When you're ready, on you. Ready? Move. Up. Move. Go. Up. Hawkeye's here. You ready?
I'm gonna run it back one more time.
Watching live at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania.
I'm gonna run it back one more time.
And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
And you know what's crazy, man? Like, I really like, if you go look back at how the reaction of when Donald Trump won and became president, you can see that it's like polarization of the political parties and how super fanned out these niggas started getting was starting to happen, bro. And I feel like this is the ultimate reason why this damn assassination attempt happened, bro. I really do believe that, you know what I'm saying, somewhere down the line, you know what I'm saying, the Democrats, or a Democrat in particular, it might not be the whole Democrat party, but you know what I'm saying, it's somebody in that shit that got that got like these some little young nigga, you know what I'm saying, and trained them up probably for this shit, bro. This is my best guess that I could with a reasoning behind this shit. Cause the young nigga ain't doing this shit on his own, bro. I don't know about, you know what I'm saying, about homie, bro. I don't know what he was into, but it seemed like for him to be a Republican donating to a liberal, that's already weird in itself. But I seen even a video of him saying like he hates Republicans and hated Donald Trump. So why would he be registered as a Republican unless it was somebody putting these pieces together to make this story like this? You know what I'm saying? Like that it was a Republican, probably inside job to confuse the people and make little narratives be able to exist. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no young nigga just like gonna do this, bro. I just don't see that. You know what I'm saying? In our society, you know what I'm saying? It's too much shit like young niggas out here really into and doing to be trying to plot to shoot the president. Because I feel like a lot of young niggas really know like this shit is not as real as we making it out to be. This is just the government putting shit in front of us and telling us either accept it or not, and we gotta start figuring out how we can create our own in this system. You know what I'm saying? And sell ourselves in a way where we stay in control. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not even sell. Yeah, they gotta just buy into us though, type shit. Like not like we gotta sell it to a corporation that marketed and distributed it for us and all this different shit. But more like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like we got all the, you know what I'm saying, hard work. You just maybe, you know what I'm saying, put us in the right little spots that we need to be in if we doing partnerships and shit with people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too much of us, you know what I'm saying, like letting other people create the narrative of our culture and our society and how we think. You know what I'm saying? There's not enough black people actually doing the research on black people. You know what I'm saying? It's the white people trying to tell us and tell people what niggas is, how we is and what we think and how much where we vote here and where we do that. And it's just like, man, that shit is creating crazy narratives and creating crazy people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they're doing it to their own people as well. And as you can see, it's not helping these niggas, bro. this polarization of America, not understanding what a liberal is, not understanding what left wing and right wing is, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody, you know what I'm saying, around this mug like is anywhere to where they want capitalism just completely gone, right?
No, nobody wants that.
So you know what I'm saying? The fact that they even called some of this liberal shit leftist when a leftist is a socialist and a communist and all that shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like I obviously don't even understand the terms that the people that came before y'all created. Nigga, like y'all ain't go read the books and none of that shit, or go study the people and understand the philosophy and ideology. Because you know what I'm saying? I do believe that social programs do work, and I believe that if you call that like socialism, like adding some social programs into the mix to help distribute the wealth, I agree with something like that. You know what I'm saying? I can fuck with that. But like I can fuck with you can kind of because pure capitalism can't work. I think most people can agree with that, seeing what happened in the early 1900s, late 1800s. Like it was fucked up, bro, for kids, everybody that worked in them factories. You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't no real regulation on how factory workers could work people, and a lot of people died on the job, nigga, literally. But we just gotta get to a point where we work these systems in a way that it could benefit us, where we don't have to work. Like I don't think AI is necessarily a bad thing. Like I feel like the way they do this shit with this money shit, bro, how they just print up money all day, every day, and then just giving it away to these other countries. They could be giving that shit to the people, bro. I don't give a damn. Like we say all about this debt and this, that, and the third. Obviously, the debt don't matter when they sending that shit to somebody else. Why the debt gotta matter when it comes to us? To the American people, we can just make it the whole American people shit, because white people don't get the shit they want either. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so crazy about it. Y'all want to be against the niggas, and niggas don't have no say so on how to distribute this money to y'all niggas. But the government do, and they keep giving it to these Ukraine motherfuckers. They don't even give it to the white citizens themselves, man. Like, damn, bro. Y'all niggas ain't shot none of y'all motherfuckers, man. I guess that's probably why old white boy shot his ass, bro. At the end of the day, he probably thinking about it too. Like, hey, man, these motherfuckers ain't doing nothing for me either, man. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be the martyr for the cause or whatever. And shit, he decided he wanted to go, you know what I'm saying, shoot for the whatever, the leftists or whatever, whoever they say trying to take over. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even see all these big leftist groups and shit, or these big radical, you know what I'm saying, left groups. They say Antifa, but they, I guess, all the way in Portland and shit. I don't see them making no noise nowhere in Texas, or no groups like that happening around here nowhere like that. Like, if you ain't, like, it's like liberals is out there, like, in the city, but outside the city, most people, you know what I'm saying, they rather not talk politics because they already know they're going to piss off somebody that's crazy as hell.
But no, that's a fact. That's a fact. Like even here in Tennessee, when you get to the rural areas, you either see Trump signs or no signs. You ain't really finna see no Biden, because like you said, even the people in the rural areas, if they support the Democrats, they gonna keep it cool. They keep that shit on the hush. They just go in there and vote and keep that shit on the hush. But you get to them rural areas, man, you're gonna see Trump signs, flags, Trump flags on their cars, in the back of the pickup trucks. Like they waving that shit proud. They waving that shit proud. Let me show y'all another video I got real quick. Tell me what y'all think about this one.
That shit was more staged than a Tyler Perry production of Medea Runs for President. I lived in Harlem long enough to know that gunshots do not sound like making popcorn on the stove. Pop, pop, pop. Where'd the blood come from? So in theater, in movies, they have what's called blood pellets. They even, people use them in Halloween. It's basically a pellet of fake blood that's in your mouth, and when you crush it, the blood comes out. To be frank, Small Hands Trump would not respond by raising his fist in the air triumphantly were an actual attempt made on his life. This was, I believe, done to try to show his strength counter to Biden's fragility. Oh my God. Molly, you in danger, girl. That shit.
What y'all think? She said it was staged. Are we going with the stage narrative? What narrative are we rolling with, people? Is it real? Is it staged? I mean, I know that the news is pushing out stuff. Is it staged? What are we doing?
I'm not sure, honestly. At the end of the day, if I was just to be real, 100% real, and just be like, is it just a possibility that this shit could be staged? I just don't see that it could be like, I don't know, like, only reason I don't see it being staged by maybe Donald Trump is just that if a bullet really flew past this man, because a bullet killed somebody according to these reports or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody died in the crowd, and I guess it's other people that got injured. I don't know how, because it was a couple of shots. Maybe they got hit, or maybe it's fragments or some shit. I don't know. Because even the Donald Trump ear being like clipped and shit, like, I don't think his ear is that far away from his head, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? A bullet clipping you, man, I don't know if it's more than like that, or maybe a bullet ricocheted and just like grazed them like that, maybe, or some glass might have ricocheted and scraped them or something. Because like, did the bullet really whiz past your head, bro? Because it seemed like he kind of fat-faced it and kind of like, you know, with the hat on, bro. I don't think the ear's just that far away from the head, man. Like, you really, you know what I'm saying, then get clipped no more than just on the tip of your ear, bro. Like, I don't know. It's all crazy. It's really a lot of questions behind that shit, really, at the end of the day. I think that's really what it comes down to, is like when the investigation is full, it's definitely gonna be probably a lot deeper than what people probably expecting. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that people are expecting for it to be a lone wolf, like they usually do with all these type of shootings and shit. You know what I'm saying? It probably is going to end up coming out like that it was just a lone wolf. But whatever the little story that, you know what I'm saying, narratives that people going to push and shit, if I want to wait and see which one actually come with something that feels tangible to me. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to just kind of see them roll with that, I guess, because I don't know, man. I really don't know, honestly.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Jalen. Family, y'all jump on, man. Pull up. Jump on the panel real quick. What I'm gonna have to do, Jalen, I'm gonna need like 30 seconds to a minute, bro. Take a little break. I gotta make this phone call real quick. We'll do just a quick intermission, bro, and I'll be right back. Play a little music, guys. Y'all stick around, hit the like button. If you ain't subscribed to the Born Rich Club podcast channel, get over there and subscribe. But yeah, give me a little brief intermission, guys. I got an important phone call that I need to take real quick. I'll be right back, y'all.
How they want it, yeah, they know we keep it coming, cheapest number, keep it funky. Any nigga wanna rumble, keep the thunder. Nigga, even Stevie Wonder and can see we getting money. Better tell a motherfucker we been ballin' 20 summers, we been ballin' 20 summers. Bitch, we been ballin' 20 summers. Bitch, we ballin' 20 summers. Bitch, we been ballin' 20 summers. How that whole motherfucker, yeah, they know about the back and back. Nigga talking down on the game, now we ain't having that. Hit him in his chest, I bet his ass are doing the cabbage patch. Pull up on them arm and guns, them things go back. I ran me up a few hundred, I fucking give a few hundred. Bitch, I'm from my south, I ain't got 40, I got 200. Bitch, it's all blue money, bitch, it's all blue honeys. Pillar talking with them hoes, they see me, ain't gon' do nothing. They know the whole crew coming, and the whole crew got it. It took us a little longer around this bitch, cause we ain't get right. Nigga, we ain't click hopping. Nigga, South been ballin'. Look back, cash me a straight up out of chip. How they want it, yeah, they know we keep it coming. Cheap number, keep it funky. Any nigga wanna rumble, keep it.
All right, quick intermission. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, tap that like button, touch it up, run it up. You know what I mean? As you come in the building, wipe your feet with it. Just make sure y'all show that support. Show that support, man. Me and brother Jalen up here chopping it up about this whole Trump situation. Crazy situation, man. I guess I can say this is a first in my lifetime, a first assassination attempt in my lifetime. So, you know, historical day. For good or for bad, it was a historical day. So I can honestly say that.
That shit crazy. They tried to noodle dog, man.
What'd you say, Soldier?
I said they tried a noodle dog. That shit crazy.
I know, right? Yeah, they did, man. Try to take that man out, man. First time in my lifetime. First time in my lifetime. So
yeah, wasn't who we was expecting, huh?
Hell no.
I always thought it was gonna be back there in the first black president type shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That was gonna be the situation, but I seen people saying that Donald Trump the first black president too. Some black conservatives, man. Niggas gotta do that shit, man. And it go for the liberals as well. Black liberals want to try to take in Bill Clinton back in the day for playing the saxophone.
Yep, that's who they call. That's when that narrative started. Bill Clinton, the first black president, because he went on our Arsenio Hall show and played the saxophone and told black people he smoked weed.
Hey.
And then black people say, "Oh shit, you a nigga like us. You play music, wear sunglasses, and smoke weed, nigga. You one of us." And he's like, "Slow down, boy." Black people love inviting a motherfucker to the cookout, don't they?
Yeah, nigga, they don't give them niggas no criteria at all, bro. Them niggas, do a dance or something, nigga. They get to doing hit that nane, hit that bop, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get the juking in that bitch. Oh yeah, you good? Come on in, man.
Hey, keep it a
that nigga get to saying nigga the whole next day. You know what I'm saying? Nigga. Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when I say certain shit about Trump, and black people be like, "Oh, you not highly upset with him?" First of all, no, I'm not. I don't care that much to be highly upset with him. But that nigga been in rap videos and around black people way before his political career. You know what I'm saying? Taking pictures with him, in magazines with him, throwing parties with him at the parties. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Trump been around niggas for forever before it was popular for him to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah, from the 90s and early 2000s, man, black entrepreneurs looked up to Trump because he was a so successful entrepreneur.
And he rocked with him and he fucked with him. He would show up to shit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So why do you think he started doing all them like the dog whistle shit, bro? Like when he started, because he could have just kept it at, you know what I'm saying, certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have appealed to the Southern conservatives in a different way and still kind of never really addressed that.
All right. So what I heard is right now. Back in the day, Donald Trump used to donate money to the Democratic Party, right? And when he started getting and learning about politics, he realized how easy the Republicans could be, quote unquote, manipulated. So when he decided to run, he was going to play that character, because we know Donald Trump just really play a character. So he said, listen, if I play this character and appease to them, the Republicans in the rural areas, then I can galvanize them people and they'll give me their votes for nothing. It's kind of brilliant. Really, it was brilliant. If you think about it, really brilliant. I ain't gonna lie. He used like the strategy that the Democrats use on black people. Yeah, let's appeal to the we want to appeal to the smart ones a little, of course, but let's try to get the lower level, the poor ones. We get them, we get their minds, we get their votes, because they don't really ask for shit with their votes. Just give them, just throw them a little bone here and there, say some words, make them feel good. You know what I mean? You can even look at Obama, man. Obama was moving more like a pastor. So that's why the brokers of black people would look at Obama and say, number one, you black, and number two, shit, you move like my pastor. You move like my successful uncle. Yeah. So that's how Trump just came in. Bam, I'm just gonna come in the game like that. Listen, Republicans, especially the lower level Republicans, we know y'all ain't been getting shit. You got the bad Democrats that ain't never gave y'all shit. So y'all should fuck with me. And you know, these people just playing characters, man. And that was his angle. You know what I'm saying? I didn't never fuck with Trump because that shit happened in Central Park, right? The Central Park 5. They just did the documentary, the movie about it. The Central Park 5. Donald Trump was taking out articles in the New York, one of the New York newspapers, begging for them to get locked up and executed. Then to come to find out they was guilty. But yeah, anytime you see 5 black people kill a white woman, Trump eventually start taking out articles in the newspaper saying, man, these little niggas need to be executed. So like shit like that, to me, ain't no coming back from that. That's so when you ask Jalen, why was he sending out dog whistles? He always had that mentality in the back of his mind.
Yeah, I forgot about the Central Park 5 stuff myself, man, but because at the time, like, you know what I'm saying, I was really like on that shit with Trump, you know what I'm saying, because I was like, yeah, man, you already know how it be when, you know what I'm saying, niggas get into the political sphere and shit, and like, yeah, you can appeal to the dumb rural folks and shit like that, but at the same time, bro, you already pretty much built up a rapport with the people. You could have really Trump could have won playing it cool, playing it smart, not really doing that, bro, at all, bro. Like, he could have ran Republican or Democrat, bro. If he had just stayed the apprentice Trump, just attacking the other people for what they were doing wrong, bro, and not really, you know what I'm saying, going at the people and all that shit, bro. Let the people think what they want to think. Just, you know what I'm saying, go after these politicians and point out the mistakes that they making. That was good enough. That's how I feel like he got through it. Just, you know what I'm saying, over talking people, pointing out, oh yeah, you get money from all these lobbyists. Ooh, like shit. Just don't saying the quiet part out loud. When you start throwing in the dog whistles, it's like shit. Okay, so shit. Do you feel like that? That's when some people that can catch the dog whistles, because a lot of people can't. That's why you still have some of these, oh, I'm a hood conservatives and woo woo woo, and they'll talk about the hood all day, how we just ain't shit. Oh, y'all niggas out there just killing each other. Y'all mad at Trump. Trump ain't made this happen. Yeah, whatever, bro. But at the end of the day, man, these niggas don't ever think about like what policy has he done to affect change anywhere in these areas.
Nothing. Just bullshit, John. It's bullshit policy. I had a nigga told me he let Kodak Black and Lil Wayne out of jail. That's why I should fuck with him.
Hey, bro, niggas do be saying that shit.
Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. But same thing with the Democrats, though. Because Democrats will start talking about reform and police reform and crime reform. And he's like, bro, you got to give us more shit than just crime. All the niggas I know ain't criminals. I'm not a criminal. So quit giving me crime shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you say that's intangible. Well, you know, he did. You know, Joe Biden did pass this bill for police reform and criminal reform and yeah, all that shit cool, bro. But what can I get? I'm not a criminal. So what you got for non-criminals? My aunties and uncles, they not criminals. What you got for them? Oh, man, that shit crazy.
Yeah, don't nobody think about anything that we know what the American dream is, bro. To have a house, to picket fence, kids, woo. Mm-hmm. They ain't trying to figure out no way to make schooling better. They ain't trying to make housing cheaper. So anything that got to do with the American dream, all they're doing is just commodifying it and making us either buy it or, you know, you be poor, you can get some public school education and shit. But for the more, just as far as school choice, you got to be wherever I guess your district is. I mean, I think some states is a little bit different and shit as far as schooling and shit. But it's crazy, bro. And that's why I say you need both conservative and liberal ideas, because shit. School choice is more of a conservative idea and shit like that, as far as like they usually want to have Christian schools for the most part, shit like that. So they'll have a Christian private school, you know what I'm saying, who and teach them these type of way and this way of thinking. But that could work in our favor as well. So we can have like Afrocentric, you know what I'm saying, type of school or whatever. Or we're not even if we want to make it Afrocentric, we just make it history in general, just our history here. You know what I'm saying? And understanding Black culture here in America. Because a lot of niggas don't understand our culture here and what we actually set as a foundation and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it goes way past, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I would love? You know what I would love to know, Jalen? What was our people teaching these kids during segregation? I would really want to know that curriculum. Not saying we take that curriculum verbatim, but use some of that curriculum. Even if we didn't use the curriculum, look, how was the policies? See what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I think that needs to be studied a little bit more. What did a segregated Black school look like back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and early 60s? I might have to do some research on that. I would love to find out what that is.
No, I know a lot of it was supposed to be in like bad condition, but I'm pretty sure the kids was very educated because you had so many different innovators at that time in science and math coming up. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the women that did the shit with the rockets and shit, there was a lot of different Black scientists and Black engineers that kind of came up in them 30s and 40s and 50s and shit like that. So
yeah, I would love to take that blueprint. And even if we didn't do the curriculum, I still would want to know, like, how was it? Because I bet the parents was more involved. I bet parents were more involved back in them days. And you didn't have to worry about nobody. I don't know, man. I don't know. I got to do some more research.
I think usually, you know what I'm saying? See, back in them days, more, you know what I'm saying? It was like still communities of niggas, like they families and shit. So people knew each other. So it's almost like family was teaching teaching the kids wherever they was at, because people knew this person, they knew their family, and they might be even related. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Cause I know, like my people, they like my mama, her grandmother taught her in school. So you know what I'm saying? That type of shit, and she was born in like the '60s. So yeah, I think that's definitely a thing that we missing in our communities is actually having Black people teaching us about, you know what I'm saying, society in general. Give us real lessons, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Give us all the good shit like the taxes and how to get your shit right with your money and whatnot, but also give us the real lessons of how society works and how we've been treated, and you know what I'm saying, of how we can make a change and what we can do to at least survive in a certain type of way here.
Yeah. Exactly. Quit teaching us all these frivolous shit that we don't really need to know. In my mind. Yeah, high rise cartel. I know, man. I gotta look into that too. Cause I know we had them though. Cause my parents actually told me that they met in the segregated school. See, my parents was born in the 40s. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta think. My parents born in the mid 40s, in the mid 50s. You know, they in elementary school, damn near middle school. Them was all Black. They went to an all Black segregated high school. There was only like 2 of them in my area. So, but yeah, I would really want to know what was the curriculum back then.
Well, I just know that where we at now is that shit. Niggas just completely got out of like math, science, engineering, shit like that, to even technology. You know what I'm saying? You don't see a lot of people trying to, you know what I'm saying, figure out how to build the next technological advancement thing. You know what I'm saying? I think people got stuck with the phones, and now we just trying to make social media better, and each phone take pictures better and all that shit. And all that. I mean, I think that's where we kind of losing it at. I mean, even though I know people do have smart homes, and I guess it's kind of like hovercrafts a little bit out there. We got the smart car. I don't know if people really ever need a smart car though. I don't trust smart cars in my opinion,
but that's what it's coming to though. These cars are like, so I'm a truck driver, Jalen, and them trucks are getting smarter and smarter, bro. No bullshit. Matter of fact, they just took me out of a truck 2 weeks ago and put me in a new one. I said, oh shit, this motherfucker here getting smarter and smarter, bro. And what I'm practicing with is the cruise control. I'm seeing how smart that fucking cruise control is and said, oh, yeah, smart cars is something that's coming, Jalen. We ain't gonna be able to stop that. You saying that now, Jalen, in 10 years, nigga, you gonna have you a smart car. Watch.
Man, my car already will correct my lane shit if I got the lane thing on and shit. I had to take that off because I was driving a certain way for myself, and sure, this motherfucker throwing me back into the damn mix and shit. I'm like, oh nah, bro, hell nah, bro, move, man.
Yeah, that's how my truck.
Sometimes they don't understand people in the situation and shit, man. All that shit can fuck around and get your ass killed too.
Nah, that shit scary, Jalen, man. My truck be hitting the brakes for me, man. And sometimes I just might be on a road with a curve, and that motherfucker say collision warning, and hit the brakes on me. That's when I said, oh, this motherfucker right here dangerous. That motherfucker dangerous, bro. Then I'm in a truck, so when you hit them brakes, man, that could cause a lot of trouble, man. It's just scary, but it's coming though. It is coming. Around those days. Hold on, what are you saying? But also a bunch of families were split apart around those days too. There's some people who might be related to you and you don't even realize. I mean, I guess, but were they split? I always look at them days and say it was more of a family dynamic than split. I know it was more of a community dynamic.
I think it was you can say that through like the great migrations and shit like that, because some people wouldn't taking the segregation and the all the different, you know what I'm saying, treatments that black people were getting in like the South and shit. They wasn't taking it well and shit, and they figured that you can go move to the city and, you know, it should be better. And they moved off to up north or go west or go east and shit like that. And I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't think it really ever got better because, you know what I'm saying, it's just all different situations. But you know what I'm saying? As far as that separation, I can see that. I don't know if they were actively just like trying to rip families apart at that time, because I think that's more of a slavery thing. But I don't know.
No, I think it was more of a. Yeah, I don't really think they was ripping families apart like that. I think family had more of a greater value. Like I keep saying, it was more community then. Though. I do know that it was more of a community because you go to the grocery store, everybody looks like you. You go to the dentist, everybody looks like you. You go everywhere you went, people look like you because you wasn't allowed to go to the other parts of town. So that in itself is gonna cause a sense of community. It's on some shit like, hey, you about to go to the store? Well, shit, I ain't got a car, and this is my list. Can I ride with you? If I can't ride with you, here, take my list, and when you get your groceries, here, get my groceries too. We're more of a community, man. Because people have their strengths. What's your strength? If you got a strength, then we're gonna make sure that that we try to benefit from your strength. And that's what I think it was back in them days, man. A lot of that type of shit. But like you saying, I can see when you say, like Jalen said, I can see the family being split just because people was mobile. You know what I mean? Upward mobility. We always like upward mobility. If it's more resources in the north, you're gonna have a lot of family members born in fucking Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina. It's like, all right, I gotta get to Detroit, Chicago, New York. That's where it's popping at. I don't really like this life. We're gonna try to get to Hollywood. We're gonna try to get to these places because this way it's popping at. So I could understand why people want to move. That's always been happening amongst us, though. You know what I mean? Like even in slavery, people was trying to get the fuck away from there, and they said up north is free. The grass is greener. So black people as a whole are always trying to get to where the grass is greener. You know what I mean? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that share button, that subscribe button. You dig? You dig? I don't know where the family done went. I don't know where the family done went. Let's see what's on my IG, man. We can find something on the IG, man. Let's see. Scrizane. Yeah, there you go, man. If y'all not subscribed to the IG, man, the IG is always scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Get that, clip that, find that, and subscribe to my IG, man. Show my IG some love, man. Let's scroll through the IG a little bit and see what I got on here.
So, mental health advocate also.
Absolutely. It's my number one.
Oh, that's the number one?
Yeah. For
Is
sure.
that why you started
Besides
Purposely?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I started Purposely in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I've been, honestly, me and mental health kind of been going at it since I was like a teenager.
Okay.
So I attempted suicide when I was like 12 or 13. But obviously I'm still here.
Yes,
right?
yeah,
I
most
wanted
definitely.
to end, and
Glad you still
I
here.
like to tell this story. I wanted to end that moment and not my life, but I didn't know as a 13-year-old girl, I didn't know what that meant.
Gotcha.
I just know I wanted to not feel what I was feeling in that moment, right? So I was just like, all right, ever since then, I've been trying to figure out why I didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, it had to be a reason why, because I stopped myself. Like, I was just trying stuff that I knew wasn't gonna work, but because I've heard of these things, like I was trying to like make the blood rush to my head. I was like trying to like just to see, you know, I was like, well, what'll happen if I just cut a little bit deeper? And then I stopped. Right. And so fast forward to 2019, right before the pandemic, I was just low vibrational. Low vibrational. I was just in my room. I was living with my mom. This was like at that 27 years old. And I was just like, man, I'm just tripping. I'm about to be 30. You know, at this time I didn't have kids. So I was like, I really just need to get my life together. And I was like, God, if I don't have any purpose, just don't wake me up. Like, I'd be perfectly fine going out like this at 27, no kids. And like, I've done a little nonprofit thing here or there, but nothing worked, right? And so I was just like, you know, just don't wake me up if I don't have no purpose. And so when I woke up, I was just like, fuck. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm still here. Gotcha.
So, but I was mad. I was frustrated because I'm like, so that means I got to do something, right? If I have a purpose.
Yes.
And I had been cultivating Purpose Lit, but it was just like different little names. And I'm like, okay, something about mental health, because that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
And Purpose Lit was just kind of, it was actually a different name. I haven't really said anything publicly about it, but I scratched it, came up with Purpose Lit. And I've been pushing it ever since.
And Purpose Lit is for people to what?
It is a mental health and motivational brand. So it empowers creatives. So I just basically took myself and provided a community for someone like me. So
because other people go through the same thing that you went through.
I've met so many people on this journey. And so Purpose Lit is a mental health and motivational brand that empowers creatives through you know, mental health resources, holistic resources, curated events. I'm doing more and more events. I just hosted a mental health panel in May. That was the first one.
Nice.
I'm actually doubling back in July. So that hasn't been, you know, spoke about, but I'll send out personal invites to y'all, but I'm also going to post it pretty soon. And then just a supportive community. So I just try to do things that, you know, when people hear about mental health, it's always surrounded by like darkness and like
most definitely. That's how that's how I used to
That's
be.
what I was about to say. And at the same time, it is, right? So when you look up mental health and you Google the pictures, you seeing people like this and just sad, and it's like, I get it, because that is, you know, the depressional side, the anxiety side, and the bipolar and all the other symptoms, right? But also, what about like when you're striving to be better and you're like persevering through the mental health struggles, right?
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, I want to make finding your purpose and working through your mental health positive, like nurture your mental health, like the same energy that you put into like celebrations and things that you like don't forget. How about like you celebrate finding your purpose or like nurturing your mental health?
Nice.
Why wouldn't you want to celebrate that? Because we make a choice every day.
Most definitely.
And the moment we don't make a choice is when we go down that path and we probably have way more mental health struggles.
So when you was going through this, did you know in your heart like, this is what I'm gonna do once you got woke up and you was like, fuck. But then once you say, you know what, this is what I am going to do.
Absolutely.
What was that transition though?
It took me the whole day though.
Okay.
So I was in between jobs. I was like, I got laid off for something so silly. And I was like, God, you know this ain't me. Like it was somebody, it was defamation of character.
Okay.
You know, and I'm like, I couldn't sue because it wasn't creditable, you know, information. So I was like, I'm gonna just take this as like redirection, right? So I was just sitting there and I'm like, man, I'm gonna go to this little mall job. I'm gonna make like $10 an hour, you know, just nothing. I'm like, man, I gotta get in my bag. I'm like, this is dumb, but I'm still here. So what's up, God? Like, give me some sort of motivation. Cause like, again, the mental health is always so dark. And I'm like, this ain't it. I'm like, this can't be it. And so I literally went to work. But then when I got off, I had the whole game plan. And I'm like, let's just
this is what I'm about to do.
Yeah, like let's just do it.
Quit bullshitting and let's move.
Like get in your bag. Like if this is something that you're passionate about and you already got the green light from God, why would you not?
Yeah, most definitely. Why not go hard into what I'm already visioning and seeing for myself?
I had the whole blueprint and I had imposter syndrome and I was like, maybe what I'm doing, ain't nobody gonna really rock with it. I was like, you know, it's mental health. People overlook that stuff these days. And I'm like, I'm just not gonna worry about it. And I had the whole journal and I'm just like, fuck it.
I want to go. No, you go.
I was just gonna say, I just want to know. So like when you was going through this stuff, did you know that you were suffering from mental health?
Absolutely. I've been very conscious and very aware about my journey. I've always been verbal about it.
Okay.
I never spoke publicly.
Oh, okay.
Right. You know, but if someone in my personal life wanted to know or I feel like sharing, I would talk about it.
Yeah.
But I honestly didn't really know what to say. So I would just express what I was going through. And the more and more I realized, like I got into meditation, I'm like, it was more so like self-reflection.
Now, was this a self-diagnosis or
absolutely. Now here recently, after having my son, I actually got diagnosed with anxiety and depression, right?
Okay.
But my therapist before that actually told me, like, let's not give so much language until we find out what it really is.
Okay, yeah.
Because you know, we like to throw these words around, right?
Exactly.
And so my therapist was like, I understand you coming to me. This was in the beginning when I first started my journey. You're coming to me because you think you're depressed and you're suffering from anxiety, right? But like, how do you know that's exactly what it is? I was like, I don't. That's just what I feel. So then we worked through it. You know, certain things were more anxiety than depression. And I think a lot of us suffer from anxiety because it's just like that nervousness. It doesn't mean anything bad, right? But it's just like that jittery feeling that you get, like you got a job interview. Oh man, you know, let me get
make sure I get myself together.
But it's not always negative. It's just that it's the unknown. Anxiety is literally the unknown.
That shit right now.
Okay, listen, no, for real. I mean, I still, you know, me and anxiety kind of do a little dance. But yeah,
here and there.
Yeah, here and there. It's absolutely a struggle. And I'm very aware of it, and I talk about it all the time because I know this is why I'm using my voice.
Yeah.
Because people don't talk about it, or they say, man, you know, I'm just stressed, man. I'm good. I'll be good.
Yeah. Because that's what we talk, right? I mean, some of us are taught like that. Some of us are just taught
sweep that shit under the rug, man. I can't do that. I picked the whole rug up and was like, man.
So I want mental health advocate also.
Yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all fuck with the boy on IG. Fuck with me on IG, family. Let me see what these comments are. They're not going. Okay, so now I see something. My comments over there. My comments. I'm happy I just looked at this. My comments ain't showing up on Soldier T shit. Hold on. Let's see. Y'all bear with me. Okay, so now that I know that. Okay, now that I know that, damn, I'm happy I went over there and checked that. Shout out to Soldier T, man. Shout out to brother Jalen. Shout out to everybody, man. I gotta go record another podcast episode in a minute. So I'm about to wrap it up soon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what else is on the old Insta. What else is on the old Insta? I can't do.
So I want to ask you this. So I want to ask you this: when you come up with all that for yourself and things like that, when you do date, right? And I heard you. I'm just going back. I heard you say, test. Like you like to get tested.
Absolutely.
That person got to get tested. So when you do date, the person that you're dating, is he got to get tested?
Yeah.
Most definitely,
Yeah.
right? That is
I
that
mean,
is a
it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know what the person is doing, and I can't assume because you tell me that you're clean, that you're good, right?
Yeah.
So I just have to safeguard myself because some of these things you don't have to have sex to get. Right.
Oh.
So
Mhm.
I mean, you have to be intercourse.
Year.
Oh.
Look. You said you was locked up for murder. I guess I want to ask you how many years were you facing?
Yeah.
51.
51 years for murder.
That didn't change me though. That made me worse.
Yeah.
Like I really get out and goddamn it, be more of a fool.
For sure. Let me ask you this. So when you was in there, did you see yourself getting out? Did you always know you was getting out, or did you was just like, damn, I'm finna have to lay down and do these 51?
Hey man, Sean got it as my witness. And whoever else was in there as my witness, but Sean got it because he was my seller.
Yeah.
I would tell him, bro, we finna beat this shit.
I
ain't seen no other kind of way.
Yeah.
I always look at, even in my ignorant days, I always look at the positive side. So I put that energy on being not guilty.
For sure.
Because if I get found guilty, then I can just deal with that shit. But I ain't finna go into my trial negative and without hope. And then plus what a lot of people don't know, they actually locked me up. That murder, I ain't had nothing to do with that murder. Or didn't know nothing about that murder.
You said you was locked up for murder. I guess I want to ask you how many years?
They still don't listen, right? How do you because before you answer, because like I said, I used to get whoopings, right? I used to get talk tos and I used to get whoopings.
Yeah.
More whoopings than talk tos, right?
Yeah.
But now we're living in a new generation, right? We're living in a new era where things can't get so physical, right? How do you discipline them? Physical, or do you make them go on timeout?
It depends on the severity of the situation.
Okay.
And I say that because I don't feel like I should hit my kids, but it's certain situations where like I feel like that's the only way I can let you know how serious I am. But that's a generational curse. Because my mama used her hands by letting us know I'm not fucking playing with you, so I get it. But I just feel like a lot of times when we do discipline, like it can get taken overboard or be escalated to severities that it just shouldn't be.
No, that's a fact.
So basically, if you are going to be physical with your child, try to do it out of love, right? Don't do it when you're in an anger mode at that moment. Or
Yeah, they do try to say that. People do.
So I'm supposed to whoop my child. So I'm supposed to be mad at my child Monday, but whoop him Wednesday.
Yeah, like I want to be careful when I speak on this because
let's
like
talk. They still don't listen, right? How do you discipline? Because before you answer, I feel like, for me, the type of woman that I crave to be around is a woman who listens, a woman who is understandable, and a woman who really is not manly.
Okay. I love where you at. So are you saying a lot of women these days, 2024, have a lot of masculine energy?
Yeah, they want to be a deal. They want to be they want to be what they daddy, what if they had a dad, right? So they stepdad, they dad, they brother, like they want to be that person. Like they want to take the feminine role and turn it into a masculine role now, instead of being the feminine woman. And I'm not saying a woman to walk over, but I do want a woman. I want a lady, a girly girl. I don't want a strong, opinion-minded female.
We don't want a lot. Men don't really want a lot, man.
But I don't want no woman. I don't want no woman who thinks she running shit, and I don't want no woman who talk to me like she a fucking wrestler.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Or I don't want no woman who thinks she a parole officer. The same way a woman don't want no nigga hitting on her, beating on her, cheating on her. You want him to love you, right? Yeah. But it's boundaries. Like you can't come in. I feel like this a lot of times. You can't change. Your pops didn't be like, "Hey, I go to church. You gotta go to church."
Yeah, no, we'll find the balance in that. I ain't even tripping on that.
I ain't even tripping. You don't do that.
Guess what Pops knew? And Pops wouldn't even complain. I love my Pops, man. Rest in peace. He wouldn't even complain. But he knew when he
I feel like for me, the type of
All right, so family, I'm gonna get out of here. Listen, man, I just dropped all the links in the chat you need, man. Go fuck with me on Born Rich Club Podcast. Subscribe to that on YouTube. Follow me on my Instagram, Born Rich Boopy. We got a link right there. Make sure y'all go support Soldier T, my brother, your brother, our brother. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Hold on, let me turn my camera on, man. Let me look the people in the eyes, man. Let me look the people in the eyes, man. Let me look the people in the eyes, man. Listen, thank y'all for tapping in, man. Another episode of Rich Rhetoric, man. Short and sweet, something cool. We rocked out. Shout out to brother Jalen. Shout out to Soldier T. Shout out to everybody who came through and it was in the chat. If you in the chat right now, you watching this on the playback, hit that like button. We trying to get in them algorithms. You know what we trying to do, man. Shout out to everybody who came through, show love. You are beautiful. You show love. So you the real MVP. If you watching this right now, you up under the sound of my voice, you are the real MVP, man. Thank y'all for everything, man. This is a blessing every time I get to wake up, jump on here, and talk to y'all. Listen, next time, if you didn't get on the panel today, next time when we chopping up these topics, get your ass on the panel. What are you doing? Get on the panel. Chop it up with us, man. I really want to say thank y'all, man. All of y'all are beautiful. Like I said, I got to go record the podcast. Boom, 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 in about an hour, 20 minutes. So I'm going to hit these YouTube streets for a little while. And, you know, I'll catch y'all in traffic. Thank y'all for tuning in, tapping into another episode of Rich Rhetoric, man. Listen, if nobody told you today, family, that they love you, I want to be the first one to tell you, man, I love you. I love you. I love you guys. We out, man. Until next time, you guys be safe, man. Let's get it.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk. Drive, motherfucker!